this says in problems 23 to 28, answer the questions about the given function. We don't have a graph anymore, but we do have a function. And there are F parts. That's what you're going to love about this particular section. It's like the problems never quit. And we don't have one part to a problem or two parts. We got F parts, N parts. Okay, so here we go. It says A is the point 1/3 on the graph. Is it on the graph? How would I know if it would be on the graph? How would I know if it's on the graph?
Plug in 1.
Plug in 1, and what should I get? 3/5, right? So this says if x equal 1, y should be 3/5. Plug in x, get out y. Plug in x, get out y. Plug in x, get out y. Well, if x equals 1, I would get, I'm looking now for f of 1. And f of 1 would be 1 squared plus 2 over 1 plus 4, which is 3 over 5. So is 3/5 on the graph? Yes. B, if x equals 0, what is f of x? Essentially, they're saying, what is y? That means I plug in x equals 0 and get out y, right? That's my favorite. So f of 0 would be 0 squared plus 2 over 0 plus 4, which is 2 over 4, or 1 over 2. And then it says, what is the point on the graph? So they want the coordinate point. This says if x equals 0, y equals 1/2. Although that may be a question we ask periodically. What's the point? C, if x equals 1/2, if f of x equals 1/2, what is x? Are you sure? Well, let's see. X squared plus 2 over x plus 4 equals 1 over 2. Since it's a fraction equaling a fraction, I'm going to cross multiply. So the 2 times x squared plus 2 equals 1 times x plus 4. 2x squared plus 4 equals x plus 4. Now what do I need to do? What am I going to have to do? Bring everything to the same side, 0 on the other. So now I'm going to have to move up to the top of the page, unfortunately. So we were left with 2x squared plus 4 equals x plus 4 from the bottom. This says that x squared minus x 2x squared minus x equals 0. Now what do I do?
So I'm gonna take x out.
Yep, greatest common factor of x.
It's gonna be 2.
So that x equals 0 and x equals 1/2. So yes, 1/2 was one of them. There was a second one. And then it says, what are the points on this? Now this is where you have to be very, very careful, because the question was if f of x equals 1/2, x equals question mark. So y is a half. So it's 0, 1/2, and 1/2, 1/2.
Could you please move the paper over just a touch?
Oh, sorry about that.
Thank
D, domain. And the domain we're trying to find is f of x equals x squared plus 2 over x plus 4. What's the domain? What can't happen? What? Denominator can't be 0. So this guy is going to be all real numbers except what? X can't be -4. X-intercepts means that y is 0, or that x squared plus 2 over x plus 4 equals 0. Yeah. Now, by the way, the only way that this can be 0 is if the numerator equals 0. Remember, the denominator equals 0 is undefined. So that means that the only way that this could be 0 is if the numerator is 0. Or you could say, I would put this over 1. What's 0 divided by 1? 0. And if I cross multiply, x plus 4 times 0 is 0. And so I get that x squared plus 2 equals 0. Does that have real solution? No, right? This says that x squared equals -2. And now so that x is plus or minus the square root of 2 times I. So remember, the domain is all real numbers except. Is this a real number? No. So there are none. And why? Because this guy is not real. And then, last but not least, y-intercept, my favorite. That's where x equals 0. And that is 0 squared plus 2 over 0 plus 4, which is 2 over 4, which is 1/2, or it's x equals 0, y equal 1/2. And we knew that because we've already calculated that before, but it doesn't hurt to calculate it again.